Congress is back, but the House of Representatives remains without a speaker after now 6 failed votes produced no leader. Republican frontrunner Kevin McCarthy making a few more runs at winning the speakership today. McCarthy first pushed for the win yesterday, but a group of holdout hardline Republicans has blocked repeatedly his path. This is the first time in 100 years that the House did not select a speaker on its first vote. So where do we stand now, and how can this be resolved? Well, we pose those questions to congressional reporter for The Hill, Michael Schnell, who is joining us today from Washington. Michael, thanks so much for joining us. 6 times now, and Kevin McCarthy has failed to get the votes needed to become House Speaker. It looks like a stalemate. Does he need now to step aside?
It remains to be seen what will happen, but you have that exactly right. It appears that we are at a stalemate right now. There have been 6 ballots for Speaker, 3 yesterday and 3 today, and Kevin McCarthy has failed to secure enough votes to wield the gavel in all 6 of them. And another significant note is that the block of opposition that came out against him in the first round and the second round has appeared to sustain. Right now, we're at 20 people who voted against him on the 6th ballot, and there was 1 Republican, that's Republicans, of course, and there's 1 Republican who voted present, and they don't seem to be wavering in their opposition. Now, we did just hear from a few members of a few of those Republican defectors that they are seeing some progress in talks for the McCarthy speakership. The House just adjourned until 8 p.m., likely to continue those conversations behind the scenes, but it really remains to be seen how we're going to get out of this pickle and who Speaker will be at the end of the day. Okay, so let's unpack some of this, what you're just talking about. Those holdouts there, you're talking about Matt Gaetz, Lauren Boebert, we're talking about Scott Perry, people like that. What are they demanding? Why are they not going along with McCarthy? It's different for each person who's a holdout, but what it really revolves around, some of it is that they have trust issues with Kevin McCarthy. Matt Gaetz spoke about that yesterday at a press conference, saying that he just doesn't trust McCarthy. He's seen him change his stances on a number of issues. Another thing that's on the minds of some of these Republicans is specific rules changes. You talk about Congresswoman Lauren Boebert, a Republican from Colorado. She has consistently said that she wants to see the threshold for the motion to vacate, which would essentially force a vote to oust the speaker. You currently need 5 lawmakers to support that motion for it to be brought to the floor. She wants it to be a single member threshold. That has been her hard line. A number of Republicans, including Scott Perry, proposed some rules to Kevin McCarthy the night before the speaker's vote. He rejected those. So it really depends on who you ask, but it revolves around trust and rules.
So what kind of negotiations? You talked about that. You know, you said that they're out until what, 8 o'clock tonight. So right now there are probably a lot of dialogue going on. What do you foresee to be perhaps their discussion? How are they negotiating? What are they hoping for?
I think it's probably, I mean, of course, I'm not behind the scenes there, but the Republicans are hoping for some of these concessions that they can get from McCarthy and his allies, whether it's those rules changes, whether it's specific positions on committees. It really remains to be seen what those concessions will be. But it's worth noting that Kevin McCarthy has already made a number of these concessions. We spoke about the motion to vacate just earlier. He's actually lowered that threshold from a majority of the majority party to 5 members. So some of these Republicans just want to continue pushing these rules changes. It remains to be seen how far McCarthy will go. I bet that's the topic of discussions behind the scenes right now.
And how big of a deal is this? Like, how detrimental is this situation? You know, the House really can't get any business done until this gets settled. And does this foresee anything in the future about how difficult it may be within the GOP to get something done?
Yeah, those are 2 really important points. On the first point of this being significant for business in the House, it's extremely significant. You cannot conduct any business in the House of Representatives until a speaker is elected. That means that right now, technically, there are no members of the House. That's because they have not yet been able to be sworn in as members because there is no speaker. So no business can be conducted in the House right now. They cannot pass any bills, pass any resolutions. It is just this speaker vote. So in that sense, it's extremely significant. And then if you try to read the tea leaves of what this hyper-partisanship is showing right now and those internal divisions within the Republican Party, you can try to, extrapolate and see, well, we'll probably see some really harsh fights when it comes to the debt ceiling. We'll probably see some significant brawls when it comes to government funding. So right now, I mean, this is only the 2nd day of the 118th Congress. We are already seeing those intra-party and Democrat versus Republican battles. We are likely to see that in the rest of the 118th.
Okay, well, Michael, we're almost out of time, so let me ask you one more thing. Do we just keep going through vote after vote after vote? Can anything be done to step in and change the course of this?
We keep voting until there is a speaker. One thing that could happen is there could be a change. They could vote to make the speaker be nominated by plurality and not by majority, which would mean that Kevin McCarthy just has to get more votes than Hakeem Jeffries, which I will note with the 21 Republicans not supporting him right now. Jeffries has been in the lead in terms of the tally in all of the ballots. That's one way that they can get out of this. But no, I mean, it's continuous, a number of ballots and voting until there's a speaker. Many members have said that they will support McCarthy for 10, 50, 100 ballots, and McCarthy himself has vowed to stay in this fight for as long as it takes.
Such an interesting situation that we're living through right now. All right, Michael, you're on the front row of it. We can't wait to see your reporting. Thank you so much. Congressional reporter from The Hill, Michael Schnell. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.